the dragon. Use the magic sword.
Hello everybody, Crow here, and I wanted to do a handheld comparison video with the PS Vita. And I wanted to compare it to the Milton Bradley Microvision. Now, why in the world would I want to compare this to this? Well, interestingly enough, the Microvision is the very first handheld that used interchangeable cartridges. And the PS Vita is not only the latest handheld to come out, but there's a good possibility it could be the last handheld to use interchangeable cartridges because of the way companies trying to move towards downloadable content. You know, like you would on the iPad, the iPhone, or any mobile phone device. You have to download the content on that. So so why not do a really weird comparison between the two systems? So, I could compare almost everything except the screen. Well, I guess I could compare some stuff with the screen. But this screen does not work because LCD rot, as I've been told. You can see that the screen won't work on this. Everything else is fine on this, though. I might get a working one eventually. But that is the thing, is that since this was made in 1979, most of these devices, the screen is just bad on them. They're not that good. It's like when LCD screens first came out. You got a lot of dead pixels and whatnot. So here we have, the Microvision, the Vita. You can see the size difference. They're both even held orientated differently while you play them. The Microvision you would hold like this, and the Vita, horizontally, vertically. But looking at the size, you can see that the Microvision is much bigger. But actually, oddly enough, I think there's been bigger systems than this Microvision. The Lynx comes to mind as a system that may be much bigger. So, yes, here we have the two systems. You're looking at thickness. This is very thick, much thicker as well. Screen-wise, this is like I think it's like a 1.5-inch screen, or maybe even a 2-inch screen, whereas this is a 5-inch screen. Organic LED. This is just LCD, just black and white LCD, old school LCD screens. Games themselves, the Vita, you have up here the where you would insert it, whereas on the Microvision, this whole panel comes out. You just grab and you pull. The whole thing comes out interchangeable. So yeah, we have the system. Let's actually compare some of the something else. Let's look at the boxes both systems came in. So we have, here's the box for the Microvision. Milton Bradley Activision programmable electronic game system. Microvision includes the fast-action game cartridge of Blockbuster. So this came with a game, something the Vita did not. I just knocked my camera. Easy to insert interchangeable game cartridges, swap into the console. To change games, simply remove one cartridge and drop in another, which was a new concept back in 1979. Even home video game systems, I think maybe the original Odyssey had been out. So same thing with the Fairchild Channel F. That came out the same year, which was the first game console, period, to have interchangeable concepts. So we have here a new concept in electronic handheld systems with handheld consoles with interchangeable cartridges. A wide variety of game cartridges to see available. See, I'm back. And it takes 2 9-volt batteries, not included. Let's look at the back. Microvision includes the facts. So this is all about the games, really. Really nothing more about the system other than you can swap games. Microvision, the latest innovation in electronic games. This amazing system has a handheld console and 7 interchangeable cartridges for a variety of game action. Now, I don't know if they actually came out with more game cartridges than the 7. But yeah, here we have a big blurb about Blockbuster, which is kind of like a breakout or Arkanoid, whatever you're familiar with. You bat the ball back and forth. Comes with a paddle, so if I ever get a working one, I'll have the chance to try that out. Comes with, and it's mentioning some of the other games: Connect 4, Vegas Slots, Star Trek, Phaser Strike, Mind Buster, Bowling, and Pinball. There's the Microvision box. Let's take a look at the Vita box. So on the front, we just have Vita. No words, you know. A stark comparison to the Microvision box, where it's trying to tell you all about the system itself. The Vita just is PS Vita. Just expects you to know what this is. Down here in the corner, this is Wi-Fi, you know, because there's the Wi-Fi and the 3G version. This is the Wi-Fi only version. And a little note that says you have to buy Vita memory cards in order to do most anything on the system. So, yes, we have on the back, really very, very different than the Microvision box. No, just phrases. It says connect, explore, play, share. And you got a couple screenshots of some other games there. It looks like you've got Little Big Planet, which isn't even out yet, and the fighter one in the corner there. I can't remember the name of that one, but I don't think that one's out either. And then you have Uncharted here. Contents, and then it tells you what's in there. And then a lot of, well, in Spanish. I think it's Spanish. No, this is French, actually. Just used to having everything in Spanish as well, but this is French. And then English here, little blurbs on all these warnings. To play games, PlayStation Vita card, memory card for the Vita system, or both is needed. Device can record its geographical location and associate the location data with the other information about the user. This functionality can be adjusted by the user, but it might not be disabled entirely. For more information, go here. System software including this product is subject to limited license from oh, you know what that means? Oh, the software on the system can be taken away at any time. Very nice, Sony. License for distribution in U.S. and Canada, hence the French. Design and specifications are subject to change without notice. Yes, of course. Use of PlayStation Network, blah, 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 and then a warning about epilepsy. So, yeah, very, very different. There's more warnings on this box and, you know, legal mumbo-jumbo than there is on the Microvision box. So now we've looked at the boxes. Let's look at something else. Let's look at the games. So here we have a Vita game, Hot Shots Golf World Invitational. And here is a game box for a Microvision game. Comparing sizes of the box, no contest. I mean, the Microvision box is much bigger. You could probably fit several of these PS Vita games inside of the Microvision box. I'm guessing about 3. You could stack on top of another. There's just barely not enough room to fit another row in there. But let's open up these. Open up this one. We have no instruction manual, but we have an activation code, and we have the little game there. And the, just knocking the camera all over the place, Microvision box. Open that up and have it roll away on me. And here we have, look at this. We have the game here and the game booklet, which is more than, it's very small, but it's more than what the Vita gives you. And I know people are going to be saying, but the manual is on the game cartridge. Yeah, that's nice, but I have to turn on the system to read the manual. That's not really the point. The point is that there's no manual in the box. It's just something that we've been accustomed to for so many years. So let's actually take a look at these game cartridges. The Microvision actually has a good reason for being so big, and that's because it actually includes the buttons for the game as well as overlay for the screen if necessary. The Vita card actually fits inside of the screen. But the actual game chip or whatnot is probably in this upper section here, which is still many, 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 many times bigger than an actual Vita cartridge. So, yeah, just thought that'd be pretty interesting to show differences between the very first handheld game system with interchangeable cartridges versus the latest video game console or handheld with interchangeable cartridges. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye.
Oh, that scene's going nowhere. Let's try a new one.